And it seems I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky. Huh? This. Joe pulled two things out of his pockets. The key card. And this key. Santa cocked his head to one side like an inquisitive bird and looked at them. Several long moments during which it became apparent that Seven had no idea what the cards meant. June took pity on him. Don't you remember, Santa? On T-deck, where we're near it now, there is a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? Next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the 7 symbol on it. And at A-deck, on the door to the left, there's a keyhole with their symbol on it, I think. The few keys that Jumpy has, let's use the elevator and the door in A-deck, huh? Yes, that's right. June smiled, pleased with herself. So did Santa. Alright, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split up into 2 teams? Lois and I will search Earth to 1, so you 2 search Saturn, okay? Sounds good. Shrill handed the Earth key to Santa. They said that their initial search would be brief, only 10 minutes. They meet back near the staircase once they are done. Shrill and June headed for the elevators. Sure enough, there was a card reader, board next to the wall left of the reader. Then it's the Saturn key card and swiped through the reader. Life in the other corner blinked to life. Great. Look like it's working now. Alright, now how do I call the elevator? There's a single button to the right of the elevator door. Well, the button was the upside down triangle. You'd press them for down. Then for the up button. Joe pushed it. He didn't have much of a choice. It opened. Look, Jumpy. His voice was excited, but Joe had attention and anxiety. Sweet, it opened. What's it going? He grinned at June and tipped towards the open door. He went to set foot in it. He felt a hand on his arm. Wait. What? I'm not really, I just, oh gosh. Show us something you've lost. What should you probably be so frightened of? She was probably afraid of being locked up alone with a boy. That must be the answer. I never thought, suppose I had that she had to be nervous about being locked in such a small place alone with the boy. In a way, it was kind of cute. Very demure, he thought. Still, he wasn't out of me in the elevator. They weren't going to be pressed up against one another. At least, he didn't have to be. Still, it was making her nervous. She couldn't help but think how innocent she was. Come on, let's go. Sitting steps for the elevator. Again, he felt that some were stained. I said, wait a minute. Why? Aren't you afraid, Jumpy? Afraid of what? Well, I never, She's been in the elevator with a man before alone. What? Still, she just seems awfully alarmed. I might get wet. What? Down there, I might get soaking wet. Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, they're hurting getting soaking wet somewhere else. That's true. You don't mind? Mind what? Getting wet? Where is this conversation going? Well, I don't know. I think I'd probably, like it. Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave. Really? I mean, kind of think any guy would do the same thing, What happens, happens, right? When you get a chance, you just gotta go for it. That's what a man's supposed to do, I guess. You're so cool, Jumpy. I really admire you. That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing I'd admire someone for. I'm really scared. Yeah. I mean, you said, you've never done it before. Yes. So, I don't think I'd be able to last very long, and then it'd be over. Seriously, where is this going? Over? Yes. I'll go to heaven. Heaven? What? What do I say? I don't know. It's kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who experienced it. Ah, yes, I heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys. What? Huh? But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. When it gets in your body, the same thing happens to everyone. Well, I mean, I guess it usually doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally. Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it eventually. What are you trying to do to me? Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm saying that that's what happens, like a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing. Was that really how it happened? I heard it show that perhaps it was how it worked. I've been mistaken all these years. They misunderstood life so gravely. That terrified him. Seems he entirely oblivious to Trill's mounting confusion and terror. I know most men probably have larger lungs, but in that I don't think you could hold your breath for at least 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually you have to breathe, and the water would get into your lungs. When that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling, you'll pass out. Finally, Trill understood. He understood what you were trying to say, and why she was so scared. Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't last very long. See? He was afraid that the only elevator button pointed down. The man, of course, the elevator wouldn't go any higher than the floor they were on. And he thought about it, Trill realized he hadn't seen elevators in B or C into the staircase. I mean, the elevator can only convey the lower decks. And the floor below them was... The floor below the one they're on D deck was completely submerged. That meant... Hey, wait a minute. The elevator thing is somewhere under us, right? Oh, yes, he did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. It was the motor noise like it was moving and then it opened. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Take a look inside. Trill looked his head towards the interior of the elevator. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry. Oh, you're right, they are. She looked around the elevator, slightly embarrassed. Well, let's test it. Test it? Yeah, watch this. Trill went foot in the elevator and bent around the corner and the door until he could see the buttons. There are only two, E and C. He pushed the E button and jumped out of the elevator. The door stood slight and heard the running of the motor of the elevator car moved down. A few minutes later, they heard the sound of the elevator door grinding shut 2 floors below. Trill nodded to June and pressed the button again. A few minutes later, the elevator returned. And it's back. The rest had opened just as expected. There's no water to be found. See? So I consider pumping out my chest just a little bit. June, however, still looked confused. What does that mean? How can the E deck be safe if D is full of water? Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft in D deck is completely watertight, separated from where the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you. Pull out a notebook and pen and sketch a rough illustration. I see. This is why the ship hasn't sunk. Shape of the deck inside keeps it from filling with water? Yeah, I think that's what's going on. No continued talking as he closed the notebook and slid it back into his pocket. So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, alright? But, come on, let's do it, alright? Here's June's shoulders, reassuring squeeze and top in the elevator. Push the button, the elevator began to close. Looked worried, your eyes dotting back and forth as you're trying to make a decision, and suddenly... I'm coming with you.